Hey everybody, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit. We are in the 3.5 Monster Menu and we are on the Remorhaz. And it's this sick looking puppy. Now it's telling me this guy's 20 foot long with a 5-foot body and he weighs 10,000 pounds. But I'm looking at the orc that's running from him, or barbarian or whatever it is, assuming he's 6 foot tall. And I'm just kind of shooting around here. I'm thinking this guy's probably a good 50 or foot long. And if he's at least 5 foot wide, he can, with his swallow hole, it says he can hold 2 large, 4 medium, 8 small, onward and upwards inside of him. So the measurements they're giving us here can't be right. So I'm going to make him similar to the size of the purple worm, probably. So what I have here is just some the roll from a tinfoil. And I've just cut it at angles. And to save time, I kind of did it off camera. So I'm just going to kind of angle his body back and then arch him forward and see what I can do. And I hope I have the right pieces cut to do this. Okay. So we want to get a pretty good base going. I need more glue. Well, hell and damn. Got all my stuff in the wrong things because I put it away wrong. Russian. Okay. So I'm going to get that in there. Here we go. Something like that. And let's get one that's not so drastic. Didn't really plan well for this, okay? So I cut these like 2 minutes ago, all right? I was enjoying an adult nicotine product and using a saw to cut this stuff up. Okay. Something like that. There we go. Okay. And for his head, I don't know what we're going to use. I have Halloween skulls. They're made out of styrofoam. Yep, there we go. Something like that. Perfect-ish. Okay, something like that should work pretty good, I think. Maybe. We'll see in a minute, won't we? All right, so now we got to kind of clean up our seams here. And to do that, I think we can just get some of this foam here. And this guy's got a lot of sections on him. So instead of doing what I normally do, like I did with the worm and making all kind of squigglies and stuff, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to patch up his inside part first. And to do that, I'm just going to kind of get that wrapped around there roughly, I think. So start at the bottom. Get that on there, centered. Okay. I'm just going to twist that around and get more glue on there. It's burning me a little bit. It's all right. We'll get it down and we'll cover it up. Crap. Okay. I'm just pulling that around there and getting... We're not going to spend the amount of time we spent on that purple worm. That was a pretty iconic D&D enemy, and I feel like this one's kind of a wannabe purple worm. I'm going to get more of that there. Flip that up. Okay. Something like that. Now, to do the next section, we're going to do a little dry fit here. All right. Okay. We'll give that a minute to cool down. We'll come back here and snip off some of this sticky uppy stuff. Some of these weird bumps that might be hard to cover. Okay, let's snip this crap off the sides here. Okay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. All right, now we will do the back parts kind of like fins, I guess, because we're kind of obligated to. So to do that, we're just going to cut this in half. Okay. Just fold it in half here. Let's see if that wraps all the way around. Should be close. There we go. Just about what we wanted there. So let's get some glue. And remember, there's going to be a little bit of opening seam there because we got to make fins that kind of go up his sides. So don't look for perfection on this. Just make it work. Okay. I think these things are metallic or made out of ice or something. I have to look at the picture again. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I'm just not familiar enough with it. I mean, if you have a purple worm, I don't know why you need a Remorhaz. Especially if they're going to blatantly lie to you about how big it is. Come on, Wizards, do better. Hasbro. Pfft. Well, actually, I think it was not Hasbro yet whenever 3.5 came out, but this thing looks like a super Pokemon. Okay. Let's fold this one in half. And let's do the same kind of deal. Okay. Keep on going up. Okay, we're getting there. Oops. Stuck to it a little bit. It's all right. Okay, let's get a couple more of those made. Now you could probably save yourself some heartache by, what am I doing here? I'm doing it wrong, that's what I'm doing. You could probably save yourself some heartache by doing this in advance. That one's ugly. I don't think I have any more big ones I can really use. I'll have to cut up another strip here. Get a couple more going. Probably didn't need that many. Are those big enough? Oh, those are too short. Well, hell. Let's try it again. Okay. There we go. That's right. Probably should have dry fitted that before I started. No worries, yo. Let's get this thing going. Oh, darn it, that stings. Stings a little bit there. All right, so he's got these big flaps that come up his sides, and these would be probably too soft for what I want to do. So what I think we need to do to work these is get some cardboard, maybe get some thin cardstock. Let me see what I got. All right, so I got some popcorn or Pop-Tart boxes. That'd be perfect for what we need here, I think. Not exactly perfect, but I think we can make it work with a little bit of TLC and ingenuity. Let's set him off to the side. If it was a little longer, it'd have been better. Let's see what else I got. This might not be ideal. I don't see anything else laying around. I know upstairs I have tons of stuff we can be using. But we're not upstairs, are we? No, we're not. All right, so we'll say that these kind of come out like this. And they kind of come back in. Okay, and we'll cut that down the middle. And we could do that with scissors, probably. Okay. And then we want to kind of roll and curl this so it's real flexible and moves how we want it to. And we're going to start at the bottom. So make sure it's not too long first. Okay. Okay, so it is too long. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut off those bottoms like this. Okay, and try it again. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to start up here alongside the face where we ended with that. We're just going to get a little bit of glue. We're going to kind of stick it how we want it to stay. We'll hold it there for a minute, okay? Okay, and then we're going to start working it down along the seam, just like that, okay? So you can see where your seam is. And you can kind of remove some of your imperfections and stuff in this part. So we're going to come down with a thick bead, try to cover up those gaps the best we can. Okay, something like that. And then with the inside, we're going to do something similar after we get it where we want it, and shove it in there a little bit. Use that heat of that glue to kind of hold it where you want it to. That'll help your cause. Okay. And as that starts to cool, we'll be able to, wow, my fingers are stuck. I'm trying to hold it with hot glue fingers. That ain't good. Okay. So we're going to hold that. All right. I think we're pretty good here. I'm going to get a little glue down in that corner there. I'm going to come along the inside with some glue. Someone asked me who I was voting for. I said, not Diddy. It's nobody's damn business who you're voting for. Nobody's business at all, guys. Vote for who you want to vote for. Vote for what you believe is right. And don't worry about what anybody else thinks. If you're not educated on the facts, you still got some days to do a little research. Do a little research. Figure out what you believe in. Figure out what they're doing. Look at their records. Look and see what they've done. Make a decision. Don't get all worked up. Don't want to fight people over it. It's nobody's business who you vote for. Don't tell anybody who you're voting for. It's none of their damn business. Not at all. I don't want to know who you're voting for. Mostly because I just don't care. You're not going to impress me by saying I voted for so-and-so. Come on, it's like saying I voted for... Never mind, I'm not even going to start. But don't get all worked up about who you're voting for. And don't let anybody tell you who to vote for or what to think. It's America. Just do your thing. All right? Just do your thing. Be proud of what you chose. Don't let anybody tell you different. Who am I voting for? Not Diddy. That's who I'm not voting for. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing on this side and just kind of work our way down along the pre-existing crack until we hit the bottom. It's coming right out of there too. You son of a gun. Uh-oh. Ah! Crisis. Oh, it stuck to me good. For any of you that were watching that time, I burnt the living dog crap out of myself, and it was like I bled for like a month. Dude, that was like the best one, okay? I don't care what anybody says. That was my favorite burn. That was so bad. All right, so we're going to come up here. We're going to start on the top part, and we're going to get a good thick band of this going, right? We're going to get that all connected. And we're going to kind of drag it down here and follow the... Oh, shit. It's not sticking very well. Okay. You know, it's been freezing cold in here for days, and then today I come in here to do this, and it gets warm. Ow, it's burning the heck out of me. Oh, there we go. Oh. All right, that's sort of good. I say sort of good. And I mean sort of good. It's not great. Let me get the fan on and see if that helps. Oh, there's a big chunk of my finger. Nope. Good news. If we leave that piece of hot glue in there, I might not bleed. We'll leave it in there. All right. So, let's get underneath here. The big bead. Now, if you're watching from another country where you're not allowed to vote, I'll tell you what, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're not from a place where we can go out and kind of say what we want. Yeah, the Electoral College will ultimately decide what we get, but, you know, our say matters. And the Electoral College generally are supposed to be representative of us. And for the most part, that seems to be an okay system for now. If it needs to be changed or something, I don't know. But for now, it seems all right. I will tell you, if you're not in a place where there's freedom, I'm sorry. I wish I could give you freedom. I wish I could make your dreams come true, but it's just unfortunate that's not the case. All right, so for these, I'm going to get a toothpick here. There we go. Something like that. Just to sturdy that up. And even if your toothpick's a little wonky and broken, I think it'll be okay. Okay. All right. So, we need some head tentacles coming out and back. And we're going to use, what do I have laying around? I guess we can use toothpicks. I don't feel like they're going to really capture what I want to capture, though. Let's try it. We're going to stick those up under that and then shove into that foam a little bit. Whoa. Then we have two coming back, and these ones seem longer. Let me see what I got in my wood bin. I have any kind of skewers. I bought some damn skewers. Whoa, shit. I bought some skewers. I don't know where I put them. Skewers, where are you, be? Skewers. Lost my skewers. Aha! Sweet skewers. So we want these to be kind of longer, so I'm just going to snip these off at an approximate length. About like that. Then I'm going to do the same kind of deal. I'm just going to snap these. Oh, too much. Alright, let me get another skewer. Okay. Alright. I'm going to get a pair of needle noses out for this, so I don't push them too far. Okay. Just about every half inch I'm going to bend those a little bit. Okay. I'm going to come up above the eyes there. I'm going to shove those in right there. Something like that. Do the same thing on this side, about every ½ inch. Okay. Now he's got some chompers coming down, and to make those chompers, what I think I'm going to do, so I'm just going to get some glue here and thicken this up. Okay. Make that a little sturdier. And I'm going to cut kind of a square here. I'm going to fold that in half. Something like that. Did I get them? Oh, cool, sort of. Alright, then for these, I'm just going to hold those in place like that. I'm just going to snip in and make some. Okay, I'm going to curl those a little bit. I'm going to smooth these out a little bit. Something like that. Let's do the same thing on that side, just kind of smooth that out a little bit. Okay. Now they got some bulbous eyes. We can do that with some beads probably. Let me see what I got. I got some tiny beads here. Let's see what we can do with those. This round. Got a couple in there that look round. Alright, let's get a bead. Oh. Spider webs, they're everywhere. None of those are particularly round. Let's get one of those. Okay. Oh. Okay. I'd like to make a little piece for his faceplate there. Just something a little, something like this. Okay. Now, you're going to have some imperfections where things didn't meet up right there, and where there's some weirdness here. So we're going to come back with a glue gun after I pick off a lot of that. Actually, let's do this. We're already 30 minutes in. Let's make it go a few more. Okay. That's dog shit. Thank God toothpicks are cheap, right? I'd have gone bankrupt if they cost anything. Well, we go through around here. Okay. If you're wondering how I'm measuring that, oops, shit. I'm just bringing this out to like that far, and I know that's where it's going to end on the flat end. I'm just snipping off the excess. It's not even caring how straight this is. I'm just kind of coming out with a line. And I'm dragging that down and pushing it flush and letting it sit. Oh, my fingers are stuck to everything. Now we get down to this point. I mean, we're pretty much going in half here at this point, right? I want a new life. You could hardly recognize me. I'm so sad. Huh. Okay, so we're going to need to strengthen these up. And we can do that just by texturing it with some glue. Just drag that along. We're not looking for perfection here. And you can just kind of get some more glue. A lot of glue on this one. I'm sorry, guys. If your glue budget's hurting, this is not the project for you if you're copying me today. We're just going to get in here and fill that in. Okay. All we really care about is the holes, right? We're not looking for perfection on the underside. Okay, then for this, Okay. Okay. Let's get a little glue. Now the base of this is supposed to be snow or ice, so we're not going to like cry about however that turns out at the moment. We do have to worry about it in a second here though. Okay, just going to burn off any strings that may or may not be impeding our process, our progress, whatever it's impeding. Oh, that fan's on full blast. I'm not sure if anybody could hear me this whole time I was talking. That fan going on full blast. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm just like, yeah, let's get some airflow in here. The glue wasn't drying. I forgot I have listeners, people watching. All right, so a couple things we're going to do. One, we're going to add some weight to this base, and to do that, we're going to get some rocks. Hold on here. We're going to use some bigger rocks today. Yes, indeed. And that's where we'll get those. Alright, so to get our bigger rocks in place, we're going to need a lot of weight towards the back end where he's coming out. Let me get another glue stick. Now, mind you, if Wizards had been accurate about their depictions of how big this guy were, we wouldn't be in this boat. But, you know, they wanted to lie and steal and cheat and tell us this thing was only 20 foot long, but then tell us it can hold 2 size large miniatures in its gullet, which we just know isn't possible. Okay, so we're going to get some of these bigger rocks and shove these in around here and burn our hands a little bit. Okay, sweet. And that's going to add a good bit of weight. Around the back side here. Oh, I think my glue gun's starting to poop out on me. Don't do it, glue gun. I love you, buddy. We're old friends. I bought a new glue gun. I don't like it. Not good. Not good at all, folks. That's the end of it. All right. Now, we're going to go in here and get some of these smaller rocks. And we're going to put those on the base too. And because this is snow, you're not going to be able to see this last portion because it's going to have to take 3 videos to do that. We're at 40 minutes. So all I'm doing is getting super glue. And getting all these rocks glued together. Well, maybe I am. And then letting them sit. Now, instead of spray painting this guy in black paint like I normally do, or doing anything really like I normally do, we're going to do things a little different this time. I'm going to base coat him in Mod Podge black. And I'm going to sprinkle, need some more glue real quick, some baking soda for texture in some spots. And you can do that in between videos like I'm going to do. And you can come back and we can get caught back up. That's all I'm doing right now. Is just super gluing all the rocks in place. And then I'm going to paint them in Mod Podge mixed with glue and black paint. So please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell icon, share it if you so feel compelled, and Leave me a comment, please. I like the comments a lot. All right. Cool. And that will be a lot sturdier. I can't lift him up right now because the glue's drying, but you saw what he looked like. I got glue on my finger. I'll slide this back and let's get a shot of him real quick before we call it. He's that big. And this is how big the size medium guy would be. So he can definitely eat 4 size medium people now, as the description says. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.